Clarence Hill with Dallas Cowboys with the great Clint Stoerner.
Yes, indeed.
Former Cowboys quarterback. He was part of that quarterback
carousel.
There you go.
Hey, put it respectfully.
Yeah,
right?
respectfully, carousel between Troy Aikman and Tony Romo.
Yep.
How surprised are the Cowboys at the state they're in? Certainly, you're in Houston. You do a lot with the Texans, and they're a rising franchise. And the Cowboys are, I don't know what they are. They're 12-5, 12-5, 7-10. Still have not won a Super Bowl since, or been to the Super Bowl, or been to a championship game since 1995.
Well, look, I think the truth is it's a good organization. The truth is it's a good football team. They're winning a lot of games. But what you're seeing, in my opinion, is in order to get over that 10 or 12 games to where you're actually competing for a Super Bowl, really whether you're in the AFC or the NFC, to compete for a Super Bowl, it takes a lot more. Now, it's a little bitty things, right? But it takes a lot more to go from 10 or 12 wins to legitimately competing with guys that are winning Super Bowls. We talk about it in Houston all the time. We're still trying to figure out how to protect four weak or four strong and protect our quarterback. Kansas City's over there trying to figure out what the best 2-point play is to win the game in the fourth quarter when it's on the line. They're working on situational football where a lot of the league is still working on, what do you do in a 2-minute situation? How do you protect your quarterback? That's the difference. And Dallas just seems to be stuck in that mode of not quite being at the same level that them top dogs are at.
You were in a Cowboys organization. You know how they run things, how Jerry run things. Certainly the Campo years.
Sure,
And does Jerry care about hiring a coach, or paying a coach, or getting the best coach out there?
I mean, look, I think regardless of what anybody says, America's team should have at least access to the best coaches available at any given time when they've got to make a move. And I think it's obvious that Jerry doesn't see it that way for whatever reason. Whether he just doesn't want that access or they don't want to be in Dallas, Jerry doesn't see it that way. And so, I think that's a very, very valid point. I think Jerry would have a hard time defending that given the track record over the years. And I don't quite understand it. To be honest with you, it's one that's tough to wrap your hands around because they put good teams together, they put a really good product out there, and then it ends up biting them in the ass in the playoffs against the better football teams. And you would think that Jerry and Steven and company would at some point say, hey, we got to make the move that gets us over that hump, not just the next move that gets us through a 10 or 12 win season.
This hire was about comfort, it's about convenience, about keeping some continuity. Do they need a culture change? Should it be about, yes, he's a nice guy and we like him and it helps the transition, or do you need to blow some stuff up around there to really get over the hump?
Well, look, from a distance now, covering the Texans from Houston to Dallas, and then also being a guy that played for the Cowboys in a very dysfunctional time. We're 5-11, 3 straight years, so I don't know necessarily what it takes to get over the hump, but I know what it looks like when you ain't doing things right and when things are dysfunctional. And so to me, it looks like a situation that needs to be blown up. To me, it looks like a situation where the entire locker room needs a refocus. The entire locker room needs a different alpha in the building that are directing the troops, right? And it seems like there's a lot going on in that building that don't necessarily help you win. In our world today, we look at, it ain't no big deal. Oh, that's no big deal. It's not. It's their downtime. We're shooting videos after getting our ass kicked on national TV. Right? I mean, we're doing podcasts and talking trash all over. Oh, ain't no big deal. No, it is a big deal. I mean, it is a big deal when you're talking about the little things of getting over the hump and winning championships. So if blowing it up is the only thing that's going to fix that, then I would say that needs to happen.
Clint Stoerner covered the Texas team?
Yeah, Houston, Texas, yeah.
That Texas team, right?
Yeah.
And Cowboys, America's team? How do you get it?
You trying to get me in trouble. I ain't got no problem with it. That's America's team. We can have a conversation about it. I have no problem with it. Yeah, that's America's team, and they need to start acting like it, damn it.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you, man.
Hey, good to see you, man.